The Maonocaster Lite is this beauty right there. Look at this. Look at this. It is so cool. Look at it. Look at it. I can't stop playing around with all the sliders just because you have that visual feedback from each and every one of them. If there's a knob you can turn, it'll show you. Look at that. Anyways, so it is flatter than the big old Maonocaster Pro that is here. Is it Pro? It's just the Maonocaster. It is pretty different. The thickness is just not the same. You can't really see, but there it is, okay? But this one is slightly larger, but only slightly, okay? Cool thing with both of those is that they work on batteries, so you can still use them even if you don't have, even if they're not plugged in, and the battery actually lasts for pretty long. I haven't found a scenario to actually use it because I'm always at my desk, but it's still good to know, and I don't know any other interfaces that do that really. Now the major difference that you're gonna find in the Maonocaster Lite is that everything in the back is pretty much mini jack and then USB-C. You have a button to turn it on and turn it off. You also have a button to turn the lights intensity. Obviously, being a gamer, I'm gonna keep mine all the way to the top. I want to see those lights. They're cute, they're beautiful. So let's go over all the inputs and outputs. You have two mic mini jack, okay? The box is actually provided with a whole microphone and also a XLR to mini jack. What I'm calling a mini jack is you know, jack a 3.5 millimeter, I believe. And then you have a headset so you can monitor whatever is going on. You have music input, so if you want to add anything external, it's pretty much an aux, you know, an auxiliary. And then the most interesting part is that you have so many outputs. You have pod 1 output, pod 2 output, pod 3 output. So if you have a lot of recording equipment that is also, for example, on batteries, if you're using a Zoom H1 or H3, you can really record on the go. If you're someone, I don't know, touring around the world, doing your podcast or something like that, this is the one for you. This is great. On top of that, we have the two volume buttons here. This one is for the mic, and then here we have the one for the music, or I'm gonna guess like whatever is coming from your PC, or the music input actually. Now, in my opinion, if it wasn't, you know, for the mini jack part of it, this might be better than the Maonocaster, in my opinion, just because of something that is very important to me, and it is the equalizer. So the knobs in the middle here, you'll see that you'll find low, mid, and high, and oh my god, I love this. I want low, mid, and high in everything that I plug a microphone into, okay? If possible, compressor and all that, but still, it ends up being something very different from the Maonocaster because this one has two XLR inputs and also gives you 48 volts phantom power. This one does not because it's mini jack anyways. This one comes with a denoiser, and I haven't tested this one yet, but I'm guessing it's probably gonna have some of the same properties. This one, even when you don't have the denoiser on, it seems like it takes care of most of the noise. Anyways, let me stop comparing. I'll probably have a link to the Maonocaster normal in the description. Let me just tell you what is on this one. So you can see a lot of cool things. Electron here, this is actually a touch button, I believe. Yep, it is. And this is auto tune. This is straight up auto tune, and you can pick which key you want your auto tune to be in. Okay, well, that's really cool. Another thing that you'll see here is the Bluetooth sign. You can connect it via Bluetooth to your phone, to your tablet, to your laptop, for example, if you're gonna record anything. And then in the middle, we're gonna have all the sound effects. So we have opening, applause, gunshot, laughter, cheering, slapping, awkward, booing, and then 4 that you can actually customize. And then on the right, what you're gonna find is a bunch of modes. You're gonna have the denoise. So if there's too much noise where you are, you can just press this and it's gonna take care of the noise. Okay, so that's great. Then you're gonna have pitch. You're gonna have multiple colors. You will see this is blue, and then this is purple, and this is red, and then this is green, and basically that probably gives you different pitches, so high, low, and stuff like that. And then effect, you have an effect button. You can press it multiple times, you'll have multiple effects. Then music only, so what I'm guessing is going to mute your microphone and only allow you to listen to the music. There's side chaining. This is an effect that I want to see on every mixer too, but you know, not a lot of people use it. If you're DJing, this is great. Side chaining is basically, as soon as you start speaking, the music will automatically go down, and as soon as you stop speaking, it will go back up. So it will give you that radio DJ effect. And then there's the loop back, which I'm guessing is gonna be a certain type of loop for the music. Or is it the monitor? I'm not completely sure. Anyways, as I said before, every adjustment that you can make with a slider or a knob will show up on those visualizers like that. right? So even if it says mic and music, this one, like this is the monitor, it shows you the distance. Now there's a little stop in the middle here, which I love. And there's also a stop in the middle here. Fun fact though, there's not a stop here. Okay. There's not a stop here. And annoyingly, there isn't a stop for those. Like in the middle, there's a stop, of course. Like you can, like this is full for the mid, and this is -10. If I want to be in the middle, I would love to feel a little stop here. This is, you know, this is like an equalizer, so it would be great. And then the record one, which is probably going to be the output, doesn't have a stop either. Overall, I love the design. This shiny part basically is not in the old Maonocaster, except I guess where the mode and the auto-tune is. I like it. It's hard to not, you know, put your fingerprints on. So it's easy to dirty up, but technically you're never gonna have to touch that at all. I keep my little towel for it around. So this is a full USB interface, meaning you plug it into your computer. You can have the sound of your computer go through it and then through your headphones, and then you can control everything. And then there will also be an output, basically, that will be your microphone. Okay, so everything that you want to listen goes in, and everything that you put out, including the music, external stuff, if you use all the inputs, will go back to your audio source, to one audio source. And that's also how you will be able to play the sound effects and everything. I'm definitely going to be using this as a secondary audio source. I love having, you know, the option to play sound effects without going through software, even though, you know, I own the Stream Deck and all of that. If I really wanted to, I could do it via software, but I like having hardware that can do stuff and that I know will never have issues, basically. Hey guys, so this is probably a couple weeks after the other part of the video. I have the Maonocaster Lite and the microphone that comes with it. I thought this microphone was gonna sound horribly, but turns out mini jack to XLR sounds like this, which is pretty good. Although I have the Pro effect going on. The effect button is actually multiple presets for your voice to sound differently a little bit, just the frequencies. Anyways, first thing that struck me was the quality of the mic. It sounds really good. Also, like if you move it around, I can speak into it like this and it sounds like this. And if I speak in the back like that, I just get more bass. I like it. But you should speak where the logo is, right? That's the first thing that struck me. Second thing that struck me is that there is a voice in this little thing that talks to you depending on the buttons that you press. So if you're pressing the electron, which is the auto tune, it tells you electron, it tells you the note that it's in. So like A major, B flat major. If you press the effect, it will tell you the name of the preset that you're on. If you're pressing pitch, it'll tell you which voice you're doing. Male, female, baby, robot, demon. There's no demon. The music only button, the denoise, the loop back, and the side chain. It will tell you all of that. So that was pretty interesting, but you will not hear it because it doesn't come through with the USB output, but it comes through every other output, which is kind of weird. Although the pod outputs, I didn't get them to work, or they don't work with my earbuds. Don't know why, but this is what the sound of the mic, what it sounds like. And I'm gonna play around a little bit with the equalizer since we have low, mid, high. So the classic equalizer, amazing. So if you want to play, for example, right now, I'm guessing my voice has a lot of mid frequencies to it. I'm very nasally, so I'm so we can lower that a little bit in order to, well, let's put it -10, and this is what I would sound like. And to me, at least right now, I don't know for you, but to me right now, it sounds like I'm a little less nasally. Maybe. All right, let me put it back to center. Okay, maybe boost up a little bit of bass. Testing, 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 testing. Okay, so this is me with a lot of bass right now. Maybe too much bass, because if I move a little bit, it's gonna pick up some humming and some noise. There you go. And then the high, you can bump up the highs, but it gets a little too high. It's too much. It hurts my ears. So everything middle right now sounds pretty good. I would probably bump up the bass slightly, lower the mids, and have my own preset. So from left to right, on the left we have the echo button, and if I slide this up, test, 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 we will have more and more echo. Wow, this is 50% of echo. Let's bump it up to 100%, and we are at 100%. I am currently in a stadium. Help, help, I'm stuck in a dream. I'm in a sunken place. All right, you get the point. Let's turn on the electron. She just said A major. And right now, if I go, ooh, You can hear a little bit of auto tune, and I'm even more nasally, so you can really hear the effect. Okay, C major, whatever. If I press the effect button, I have to press the effect button in order to get out of it. So I'm pressing it, and it tells me Pro, because this is the Pro preset. I guess this has a little bit of a compressor and all of that. So if I press it again, this is supposed to be pop. So I don't know if you can hear the difference. Me, not so much. I feel like there's less bass and there's more mid. MC, I guess there's even less bass, way more mids, maybe a little bit more high frequencies. And this is original. That's what she says in my ears. And apparently that's what the mic would sound like if you plugged it straight into your computer, for example. Let's go back to Pro. I feel like Pro sounds really good, especially I feel like there's a little compressor going on. Before we go to pitch and all that, let me put denoise so you can hear. I'm gonna shut up so you can hear the noise, and then I'm gonna press denoise. Just turned on denoise. So we still have a little bit of noise, well, at least for me, because you know, I'm straight plugged in with a mini jack into the Maonocaster Lite. I feel like it's still cutting a little bit, so you gotta watch out. You can't just, you know, whisper a little too much. It might cut off what you're saying, but there you go. Let's go with pitch.
This is female. Apparently, I'm supposed to sound like a female. Hi, guys. Hi, sisters.
This is male. This is my voice if I was a male. If only. We can only dream.
Baby, this is my voice if I was a baby, which I am, so there's no real change here, okay, baby? Goo goo gaga, wee.
And this is Robot. Hey, I am the Tesla bot, and I came to steal your candy.
And I'm back to female. I have to press effect.
And I'm back to the Pro preset of the effect. The other button is music only, but we don't have an input with music, so this is probably not gonna work. And then there's loop back, which I straight up do not know what that means and what that does. I think it has to do with the music also. It probably loops back the music over itself. I don't know. And then there's sidechain that is also linked to the music, but also with the sound effects. So sidechain, if you have it on, what it does is that it lowers everything else when you're speaking, basically. So it's really kind of like radio feel when the DJ talks over the music and the music lowers a little bit. Let's listen to the sound effects. So we have opening. Brace yourself. I don't know what this is, but that's your opening. That's your opening to your podcast. Congratulations. Do I still have echo a little bit? Okay. Press applause. Gunshot. Laughter. Booing. Why are you booing me? I'm right. The booing just cuts off super hard. Awkward. Crows. You would expect crickets, but that's crows. Sorry, that was slapping. I should have introduced it. And the last one is cheering. The one you know. Thank you. And that's pretty much it. This is what happens when you have the Maonocaster Lite bundle. And this is what it sounds like. And I am very impressed by the mic. That's the main thing. Wow, I'm impressed. Very impressed by the mic. I'm sorry if I said anything wrong, anything bad about mini jack, because that sounds better than some of the USB mics that I've tested. So I can't hate on it. I can't hate on it. And I love the fact that we have that equalizer. Get ready. In conclusion, I think the Maono Lite is a really cool piece of hardware. I do not like the fact that it's mini jack. I wish it was, you know, they did the extra effort to have it XLR. But if I want something XLR, I can just go with the Maonocaster. Keeping in mind that the sound doesn't seem to be absolutely pure when it comes to powering your microphone with the 48 volts. Any mic that you plug into it, it seems to get rid of most of the noise, which, you know, is not a bad thing, but you might feel like it's compressing your sound. On this one, let's say you bought like a dynamic microphone that is mini jack. This is great. If you're doing karaoke night, this is amazing. If you already have a mini jack microphone and you want to do, you know, creating content or recording podcasts on the go with even like lavalier microphones that you can just plug in and put on a guest and you're good, because this actually supports 2 mics anyways. So yeah, super versatile, and it works on batteries, and it has all the cool lights and all the cool effects. I like it. All right, so there will be a link to the Maonocaster Lite in the description. Make sure you check it out. Maono, thank you so much for sending this to me for free, just for review. This was my honest opinion. There's no money transaction to make me say good things about it. I'm telling you exactly how I feel about it. I'm definitely gonna use this. I might not use this anymore. Which is a shame, until I'll probably have like a second setup where I can use this one. If you would like to see more tech reviews from me, just know that I have a whole tech review channel dedicated to only tech reviews, and it's mostly stuff that I buy for myself, so you can really know what kind of tech I'm into and not necessarily tech that is only being sent to me. So go check it out and go subscribe, and yeah, I will see you guys next time. Thank you so much for watching. Go out there, make me proud, get level, out.